How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Ranked Report. This week we have a super interesting team. This team was built and used by David Koutesh, very good player. He used it at the Bochum Regionals and ended up placing 19th with it in a field of, I can't remember how many, it was like 500 or 600 people entered. And he did it with Bellibolt, of all things. I actually played against David at Bochum. I think I just had a good matchup into him. Like his team really struggled to deal with the stuff I had, and he also didn't bring Bellibolt. So I didn't really get to see it. But I mean, he ended up significantly outplacing me, so it didn't really. That one set doesn't mean much. But yeah, we've got Focus That's Great Tusk, pretty standard, except this one, instead of the usual like Headlong Rush, Close Combat, Earthquake, Protect, we've got Stone Edge and Taunt, so no Protect on this Great Tusk. We have a Terrafire Clear Amulet Roaring Moon, which we're running Breaking Strike, Throat Chop, Terror Blast, and Protect. I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what David was going for on this one. It's interesting. I mean, the Clear Amulet helps you into things like Iron Bundle, which can be kind of nice. Like if you go, I mean, Icy Wind's not doing that much too, nor is a Freeze Strike, because Roaring Moon has a very good special defense. So you can just like tank an Ice move, not get slowed down, and smack it. Then we have Choice Specs Fluttermane. This one's a bit more standard. Double Fairy, and then Shadow Ball Power Gem. This is Terra Fairy as well, just boost up your moves. Arcanine, we've got, again, pretty standard set here. No Snarl, but you've got Will-O-Wisp, Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, and Protect. It's Terra Grass, and it has an Air Balloon as well, which is interesting. You don't see that very often. Torkoal here sets up Sun. It's good support for the rest of the team. Like Great Tusk, Roaring Moon, and Fluttermane all have Photosynthesis, which will get set off by Torkoal. Will get set up by Torkoal's Drought, rather. This is a very defensive set. It's got Helping Hand. I don't know why Torkoal gets Helping Hand, but it does. We've got Helping Hand, Overheat, Yawn, and Clear Smog. So, for example, you can go, like, if your opponent's particularly weak to it, you can go for, like, Torkoal, Fluttermane, Helping Hand, Terra Fairy, Choice Specs, Dazzling Gleam with Photosynthesis on turn 1 and just try and rip things apart is an option. And then Clear Smog is just for the Dozo matchup, I would presume. But it can also just stop opposing setup sweepers. It can get rid of Intimidates on your side, which can be useful. And then lastly, the one you're all here to see is the Bellibolt. It's Electromorphosis, which is, I mean, that's just dead standard. So what Electromorphosis does, for anyone who doesn't know, is whenever Bellibolt gets hit by a move, it effectively puts the same effect as the move Charge would on Bellibolt, which means its next electric move is, I think, doubled in power. And we've got Assault Vest. Bellibolt's relatively bulky, so Assault Vest can let it survive a few extra hits on the special side. I'm not sure exactly what the spread does or what the Assault Vest helps it live, but see a mix set here: T-Bolt, Parabolic Charge, Muddy Water, Sucker Punch. So you've got T-Bolt's your main stab, Muddy Water's the only other coverage move it gets, apart from Mud Bomb. This thing's moveset is very bad. Parabolic Charge is an okay spread move. Gives you some health back as well. Although I think it also hits your partner. I could be wrong on that. I don't know exactly what Parabolic Charge does. And then Sucker Punch is just a bit of priority on this team, which is very useful because you may notice this team has no speed control. There is no Icy Wind, there is no Tailwind, no Trick Room, nothing. So we do have a couple of priority users. We've got Extreme Speed Arcanine, we've got Sucker Punch Bellibolt, which are both kind of useful. And we have Photosynthesis on Fluttermane and Roaring Moon. I think Roaring Moon's likely attack Photosynthesis, but Fluttermane could well be speed, I think is most likely. I can't remember from my set with David exactly, but I can check that. So like we do have a couple of ways of getting around the lack of speed control, but it can be a bit of an issue. And then also, there's a real weakness to ground on this team. So you'll notice that you've got 3 ground weaknesses, plus Fluttermane, which is effectively weak to ground, because ground is normally a physical move, and Fluttermane hates physical moves. And then one of your non-ground type one of your non-ground weak Pokemon, Roaring Moon, doesn't resist ground, and also its terrestrialization makes it weak to ground. So you can see there's a couple of ways around that. Like Bellibolt can can turn into water type, which isn't weak to ground. It's not resistant to it, but it's not weak to it either. Arcanine has Air Balloon and Terra Grass. Torkoal has Terra Flying. Great Tusk has Terra Grass. All that good stuff. But there is a clear ground weakness, and especially since there's a Torkoal on this team, like when I played against David, what ended up happening was, A, I got speed control because I had Tailwind, he didn't, which became a big problem for him. And B, his ground weaknesses really came back to bite him, because I ended up getting into a position, I think in both games, where I had like Great Tusk in under Tailwind or something like that, and the sun was up. And so now I had a Great Tusk that was faster than all of his Pokemon, had a Photosynthesis boost, and was just spamming Earthquake. And there just wasn't much he could do about it, because I think he'd used his Terastallization early in Game 1 on Roaring Moon, which made it obviously weak to ground. And then I think Game 2 I think he just led badly and tried to Terastallize his Fluttermane to get out of a bad lead. Just like blast through him, it didn't end up working. So yeah, there are a couple of weaknesses with this team, but obviously it's a strong team, because it got 19th at a pretty big regional, like a very stacked regional as well. There are a lot of strong players there. But yeah, that's the team. I'm excited to use this because I'll be honest, I'm not really 100% sure how it's going to function, so it'll be an interesting challenge. But yeah, that's the team. Let's jump into the battles. Okay, our first battle of the day. This is an interesting team. Potentially 3 Tailwind users here. We've got Volcarona, Kilowattrel, and Salamence, and then Indeedee, Fluttermane, and Meowscarada. Like, Specs Fluttermane seems like a really good lead here. Like a really, really good lead. Yeah, the only fairy resistance is Volk, which I could potentially threaten with the rest of my team. Can this be a Bellibolt game? Actually, there's a lot of special attackers here. The Meowscarada makes it a little bit difficult, but it could be a Bellibolt game. The problem is I don't know what a Bellibolt game looks like. I have no idea what a Bellibolt game looks like. I do like a Specs Fluttermane lead. It outspeeds everything on their team. They don't really have any priority. I can gleam around the Indeedee. I guess, yeah, the other problem is if they lead Indeedee, it could be a bit annoying. So how do I get around that? I could taunt it with... I could go Tusk Flutter and taunt. And then bring, like... Do I need Torkoal here? Screw it, I'm going to bring Bellibolt. I'm going to bring Bellibolt because it's fun. It's Bellibolt. And then... Roaring Moon? I'll go Roaring Moon. An argument could be made for Arcanine there. I think I may have left myself particularly weak to an opposing Fluttermane, which is maybe a mistake. So I probably should have brought Arcanine for that. But Bellibolt Arcanine is just such a passive back end that it feels a bit weird to do that. There we go. Actually, I don't think Tusk was necessarily the right lead into this. I was just fixated on Taunt. They do go DD Volk. Kind of what I was expecting. I should have rolled Torkoal back end, actually. Would have been a smart move, I think. What I can do here is I can go for... Okay, Psychic Seed, that's whatever. I can lock myself into Power Gem, into the Volcarona, and then I can just taunt the Indeedee. And they can Quiver Dance up here, but then Indeedee can't follow me next turn, and they just die. Yep, follow me. That does not do any damage. And they do Quiver Dance. Yeah, if I had Torkoal here, I could bring Torkoal in to outspeed the Volcarona this turn. They're not going to kill me with this, so I can pretty safely taunt here, I think. So Indeedee's switching here. That's pretty guaranteed. I think Volcarona also Terastallizes. It's a question of what type does Volcarona Terastallize into. I think I'm just going to double the Volk here. I could see it being like Terra Water or Terra Grass. In which case I think my best bet is just close combat the Volcarona as well. If they don't Terastallize, they're dead, and if they do Terastallize, they'll Terastallize into something that doesn't take fighting moves that well. I'm risking a burn on my Great Tusk here, but I think that's worth it just to clear through the Volk. There's the Terastallization, yep. Oh, it's Terra Fire? Oh. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I need not Helping Hand. I don't think Fluttermane's dead to this. There's no way, right? Fluttermane's got a billion special defense. That killed? And they burned me. I cannot believe that killed me. Okay, Fluttermane's trash. That's got to be Life Orb, right? No? And that does not even half. That's very bad. That's incredibly bad. I was so sure Fluttermane would live that. What is the calc on that? Jesus. Because, like, what's the... Oh, it's all defense investment rather than HP. There's a bit of HP investment by the looks of things. I am so surprised that killed. Well, I guess Bellibolt's going to have to go nuts here. Did I just throw up muddy water? I think I do, right? I've not really got much else to do here. I'm going to calculate that. Because that was weird. Okay, Terrifier. And we saw, it's not Life Orb on Volk. The hell? That must be Charcoal Volcarona. Like, that literally has to be Charcoal Volcarona. Boost strategy, interesting. What are they? Speed? Special attack? Oh, no. Although that special attack booster might be faster than them. I'm not sure what the speed is on my wrong move. Yeah, because I'm looking at the calc here. +1 max special attack, modest, Terrify, Volcarona, Heatwave versus Fluttermane. Never kills. So I don't know what happened there. Okay, Bellibolt's juiced up. Next electric move is big. Or bigger, at least. Muddy Water connects. Accuracy drop. Nope. DD's back in. I can't even Breaking Swipe here is the problem. I don't think they can hit me that hard, to be fair. So I'm going to try and throw chop this thing. Let me just quickly check what my speed is. Because chances are they're modest on this thing if they're getting that boot. Okay, modest is still faster. That's unfortunate. In which case maybe I go for protect. No, I don't think there's any point protecting. I'll throw chop this thing. And then do I parabolic charge? Do I think I just go for accuracy drops here, honestly. Helping Hand is terrifying. Oh, they're going to have Power Gem as well. No, okay. Okay, that's fine. So this should kill. Throat chop. Nice. Something on the back then. Body Water, Accuracy drop. Doesn't really mean anything here, but would be nice nonetheless. Nope. Ments. Oh. That's interesting. Hold on. No, they're Moxie? They're definitely physical. They're not Breaking Swipe them. Parabolic Charge hits everyone, right? Yeah, I don't really want to hit myself. I'll get Breaking Swipe T-Bolt here, I think. Follow me, yep, fine. Breaking Swipe. That's a lot of damage on Salamence. I just need to live one hit here. They could Dragon Dance as well, could be annoying. Oh, they have Earthquake. Never mind. Yeah, I lose. Of course they have Earthquake. I don't know what happened there. It must be Charcoal Volcarona. Because I'm looking at this card, because the crit was on Great Tusk, right? I'm pretty sure the crit was on Great Tusk. That's the Life Orb, okay. Life Orb's on Great... sorry, the crit was on Great Tusk, so it means it killed me with non-crit. It wasn't Life Orb. Yeah, so it must have been Charcoal. And even then, it's a roll. And it could miss. I can't believe that happened on turn 1. I am so surprised that my Fluttermane died to that. But oh well. Bellibolt almost brought it back. Okay, next opponent has Household Fluttermane, Roaring Moon, Golden Go, Murkrow, Indeedee. This is a weird team. Okay, so I lose the speed control wall here. That is just a fact, unfortunately. So I think I could get away with going like an Arcanine lead, because Intimidate seems really good here. Fluttermane doesn't outspeed this team on a Tailwind, does it? I think I don't hate, like, Arcanine Bellibolt. Bellibolt actually seems pretty reasonable here. And then... Inner Ring Backhand. I definitely want Flutter here somewhere. The option I have is I go for, like, Bellibolt Great Tusk lead. Maybe that's better, actually. Bellibolt Great Tusk, and then Flutter Arc. This feels very passive, but I think it's workable. I don't think Roaring Moon does that much in this matchup. And Torkoal... Torkoal could be useful, I guess. I'll stick with this. I guess I have bulky Fluttermane here, so it might have been... Well, no, if they lead, like, Indeedee, Golden Go, Fluttermane just loses that immediately. I would have the Arcanine switch in, I guess, but... I don't know. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We see... Yeah, Indeedee Golden Go. Okay, so good to get to leave Flutter. Bellibolt Great Tusk is pretty good here. This definitely feels like a follow me from Indeedee. I can just Parabolic Charge here, I think. Oh, someone's Parabolic... Oh, this thing sucks. Screw it, I'll go for a Parabolic Charge. I think Indeedee probably goes for a follow me here, so I can just taunt the Indeedee. You can't Helping Hand Golden Go. Well, I'm guessing Specs Make It Rain's coming in here. Why is it Mental Herb? Why are you running Mental Herb on this thing? Okay. Special attack drop, nice. I get charged up. Let's see how much a charged Parabolic Charge does here. Doesn't affect Great Tusk. Yoink. That's pretty reasonable damage, actually. That is more than I thought it would do. To be quite honest with you. Okay. I'm just T-Bolt here. I think I want to switch Tusk out, because Tusk's pretty useful. I would go Arc. I'm pretty sure this thing is spexed into Make It Rain, so they could well go for like a switch and Psychic into the... into the Great Tusk slot that is now an Arcanine. My balloon dies, but okay, they follow me this turn. There's probably just another make it rain. This will do nothing. Oh, they're not specs? Calling me surprised. Okay. I now get a charged up T-Bolt. How much does a charged up T-Bolt do? Oh, it's life orb. I didn't even pay attention last turn. Stupid. Charged up T-Bolt does... Oh! Okay. Let's go Bellibolt. Damn. That's actually a lot of damage. Bellibolt's kind of popping off now. Who's in? Mouse. What are we doing against Mouse? Do I have Parabolic Charger? I'm down to charge. Oh, wait, what if they're, if they're the Pop Bomb set, then... No, I'm gonna try and take out the Golden Go here. Am I? Let's just Will-O-Wisp this thing. No, I don't care about the Golden Go here. I don't care about the Golden Go at all. I'm going to T-Bolt the Mouse Hold, and I think we're going to try and burn the Mouse Hold in case they are the Pop Bomb set. They are Pop Bomb, okay. So I do lose Bellibolt here, unless they miss. But then I get Fluttermane in, so I'm in a pretty decent spot. These charges don't stack, by the way, if anyone's wondering. It's just, I'm pretty sure I just get one stack of charge off this. Life or Power Gem, okay, sure. Doesn't do half, good stuff. No more balloon. Don't miss. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss! Ah! Okay, fine, miss, I guess. I've got to bring this guy in, because otherwise the mouse just goes crazy. I think Specs Terra Moonblast probably takes out the mouse, and I can just cover the Arcanine with... sorry, cover the Golden Go with the Flare Blitz. I'm not using my Terra for anything else in this game, so like I might as well just do this. Worst case here is they like protect Mouse Hold and okay, they don't protect Mouse Hold. I was gonna say protect Mouse Hold and like terrestrialize the Golden Go to live a hit, but yeah, mouse goes down. That thing's very squishy. And then Flare will pick this up. Oh, he's faster than my Arcanine. I didn't check my Arcanine speed. I'll be honest with you, I just didn't check my Arcanine speed. Well, I guess there's a reasonable chance if its Life Orb is just like max timid. If it's a -1 here. Have a look. 125. Okay, well I've locked into Moonblast, so I guess I'm just going for that. This may just come down to whoever wins this Fluttermane speed tie. I'll be honest with you. They Terra. And they tear it into a fire type. Oh no. No, never mind, the speed doesn't matter, I just lose. Win the speed tie. Okay, we win the speed tie. Specs Moonblast. Oh wait, no, this means I can E-speed it. Special attack drop is kind of irrelevant at this point. Okay, Power Gem. Hold on. Does that mean they're specs? If they're Power Gemming? You don't run Power Gem if you're not specs on this thing, right? Okay, I win. I don't know why they went for that. Surely your best play there even if you're not specs, your best players just go for the Dazzling Gleam, right? I guess you need to get rid of the E-Speed threat. But, like, if you've choice locked yourself here, then you always lose. Wait, no, hold on. No, it's going to come down to another speed tie. Because I'm not going to kill it with this, this Moonblast. So they Power Gem my Great Tusk. I Moonblast them. Maybe it's not a speed tie. I've won 2 in a row. It's possible I'm just faster. Let's just attack drop again. Completely irrelevant. And they're not specs. They're just Power Gem Icy Wind. Sure. What's say? Are you like Sash 4 attacks or something? What is that? My opponent had some weird sets. How could I have played around that better? I guess I could have tried to make a hard read on a Pop Bomb. And got my Flutter Mane in and saved Bellibolt. Because Bellibolt was actually super important in that matchup. As weird as that sounds. But the problem is if they Pop Bomb my... if they Pop Bomb my Arcanine there, then I'm just eating a Make It Rain on the switch in. The other thing with this team is there are a bit of a lack of protect in places. Like no protect on Great Tusk is not great, especially on a Sash set. I feel like not being able to protect yourself from like tiny bits of chip damage that break your Sash or whatever can be very annoying. No protect on Flutter, obviously no protect on Bellibolt just because they're items. The other 3... Torkoal doesn't have protect either. Yeah, so we've only got 2 protects on this team, which can be a bit tricky. Yeah, that was a weird couple of games, but yeah, Bellibolt didn't do too bad. I was surprised by the amount of damage it did actually in that second game, just picking up the Indeedee like that, and also doing like half to Golden Go with the Parabolic Charge is kind of nice. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video, sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. Go follow me on Twitch as well, link to that is in the description. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.